Good morning.
Let's try again.
Let's try again. Part two. Okay. I believe we do have sound now. We're on a different device. So, yep. We have started our South Island trip about how many days ago was that?
When did we start? On
On
Friday.
Friday. So,
Yeah. Um.
yeah, it was interesting. We left Tauranga and drove all the way to Wellington. That was our longest trip so far in the caravan. That was a good 7 hours of driving,
mm,
about, yeah.
yeah.
I took it slow, lad, no issues, and arrived in Wellington in the Wellington top 10,
Yeah.
which is about 25 minutes from the ferry. So if anybody needs to sleep over the night before the ferry, because we caught the ferry at 8 o'clock,
Yeah. We
something like
had
that,
to
8
be
o'clock.
there by 8:45.
Yep.
Um. And the top thing was really it was a good place to sleep over.
It's a good place to sleep over, and it wasn't too far.
Mm.
And interesting place that we arrived at. Started raining, and it started to, the wind was howling. It was absolutely crazy. We just unhitched the caravan and went straight and had some lunch somewhere. Where did we go? We went
Dinner.
for dinner. Yeah, we actually went for
We went
dinner.
to the Lone Star.
The Lone Star, yeah, the
Yeah.
Lone Star, the beach area. So that
Yeah.
was quite nice. We really had a good time at the Lone Star. They were quite busy.
Yeah.
That was nice.
And then we left for the ferry, and the ferry ride was absolutely amazing as always. I just love
I,
going on
I
the
love the
ferry.
ferry. The ferry is just really nice. I mean, those are
um,
4 relaxing hours on the water. So,
yeah, no, that was nice.
and the sounds was as beautiful as always. You can't find fault with that.
Yeah, and then we arrived in Picton, and we drove all the
Straight
way
to,
to,
what is
where
it?
did we go first?
Uchueca and Kaiteri Teri.
Oh, Kaiteri Teri.
I've got the maps open
Yeah,
on
because
this
we
side.
can't remember the names of the places that we went to.
Um,
But
that was an interesting ride. Goodness me, it was a little
winding
winding road.
road, yeah.
Wow.
Um, Beautiful,
Mm.
absolutely beautiful. I just love Kaiteri Teri. It is absolutely amazing. The beach,
There's something about these small little towns in the South Island. And I've said that from the startup. The towns, the small towns in the North Island, on average, is not 100% up to par. Let's be quite frank. There's one or two that, like Matamata, that I can think of that really something different. But it's as in the South Island, if every little town is trying to sparkle,
mm,
every little town is
yeah,
trying to look their best. So,
amazing beach in
yeah,
Kaiteri Teri. It's a golden
the
beach,
golden.
and really sand flies on the beach, which I cannot say for the rest of our trip. I should actually get that thing, that lotion that we bought and show you the one that really works, but I'll do that
We'll
now.
post that later on our Facebook pages. The thing is, we got about how many bottles? I just went and bought 2 more bottles for myself.
Yeah.
But we've got
Um,
about 6 or 7 different makes
you
down
know,
here.
those blue ones that we use in the North Island, they don't do the trick, yeah.
Yeah, they help
Uh,
a bit, but not
yeah,
not
no, the
that much.
sandflies here, they actually bit me on my back
And on
and
your
on my
hands and on your
ears,
neck,
and
and oh
they're
my
just
goodness,
everywhere.
yeah.
It's not nice, but anyway,
So
you have
if
to
there's
deal with
something I
it.
don't like about the trip so far, it is the sandflies.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah, but otherwise, the trip so far has been really nice. All the campsites that we went to were really good.
Oh yeah,
Kaiteri Teris was amazing. Um,
it's a quite fairly well
oh
done
yes,
lately type of site,
yeah, no,
and
it is.
it looks really good. Yeah, but
Um,
let's tell you one about on the beach. We haven't stayed at the one on the beach at Kaiteri Teri. So if you're thinking about coming to Kaiteri Teri,
mm,
look at the one on the beach.
I don't know what its name is, and I
I
don't know if
don't know
it's a
what
top
its name. I
10.
don't think it's a top 10, by the way.
No, but it's just across
It's
the road from
right
the
on the
beach.
beach. You can't be
Um,
nearer to anything else.
yeah, and
Mm.
Kaiteri Teri's got, it's like a little
Like a horseshoe type
bay.
of bay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is absolutely amazing,
very
and we didn't
protective.
have any wind.
It was
Um,
great.
Stunning. And then
So
we left Kaiteri Teri for
for
Hanmer
Hanmer
Springs,
Springs,
which was
that was
also,
interesting. And Hanmer Springs is I can actually, well, I've never been there in the winter, but I can actually, when you are in town, you can see what the town will look like in winter, because I think
yeah,
the
surrounded
snow
by
factor. I
mountains.
sort of get you in the picture.
I
The
mean,
snow factor is really high down there.
yeah.
It's all got all these alpine type of houses and those type
Mm.
of things.
It is a beautiful little
Mm.
town. The amazing houses.
Yeah. Have you ever been to what is the town at Whakapapa?
It's not actually the same as
No, no. I just wanted to go.
Awakuni.
If you ever been to Awakuni, the type of houses you get in Awakuni very much the same as the type of houses you get in Hanmer Springs.
And then we stayed in the Hanmer Springs Top 10, which is a premium campsite, and you can see why. The ablution, it looks like a newly built house with top of the range shower facilities
really
and whatever. It is absolutely amazing. I did post some pictures on my Facebook
What
page.
I didn't like about that, it may be sparkling and may be great, but it was very hot when you walked in.
I don't know. I used the caravan.
It's spoiled. I went down and had a shower down there because I got two shower heads and I don't know what else. But once you enter there, I think it's probably a good thing if you're in the winter there. But once you enter the shower cubicle, it was really hot. Yeah.
Oh well.
Not cubicle, it was like a little room actually. So
yeah. And what else did we? And the laundry facilities there is amazing. We did our laundry there.
So that's the type of tools you guys use.
Yeah, but it's good to know about stuff. So if you want to go camping in Hanmer Springs, I can really suggest you go to the Hanmer Springs Top 10.
Yep. This is not a whiskey. This is a black coffee this morning. So.
And then the springs itself, I really enjoyed it. They have a lot of super tubes and
And even if you're not a super troopy type of person, they've got various, let me put it that way, various different hot pools of various different heat. You can go from 25 degrees up to 42. So, and it's got different shapes and different areas. So there's really no, if you don't find a hot pool that suits you, you're probably in the wrong country. Probably in the wrong country.
But for kids, amazing. But not only for kids. I mean, my inner child came out. I went on those super tube rides like crazy. It was amazing.
I nearly banned her, but
and the weather was perfect. I must say, we didn't have bad weather this far.
No, I got a bit red down there, not blushing by the sun. So.
And I also made use of the opportunity to go to the spa for a facial, which was also next level. It was really nice, really good.
Never if they talk about spas and those type of things, that's when I become quiet. So
it was a really good experience. And then we left Hanmer Springs.
We're still
there.
in Hanmer Springs. Hanmer Springs. Hanmer Springs, we took the 4x4s and went up the hill down there. We had a quite interesting ride. Saw a lot of trout in the streams, and it was real fun. So,
where did you go trout fishing?
Yeah, that wasn't white salmon fishing. It was at what was the place? Anatoki Salmon Farms in Kaiteri Teri.
Yes,
it was just about nearly 50 minutes drive out of Kaiteri Teri. So,
so they really had fun.
Yeah, they really had fun. It's quite easy to catch those, so you just go and pop in there and you grab they give you a rod and it's like one of those salmon pellets that they put on a hook, and you just chuck this in, and we up and down, and eventually we caught one. We were about there for 20 minutes before we caught one, so it wasn't that easy, but it was pouring with rain. It was absolutely pouring with rain. So when I was in Australia the other day, I bought myself one of those big hats. It was
a leather
hide, and that probably saved me from being nearly drowning. So,
but they had fun, and you've got
it was a lot of fun. We had actually got a piece of salmon still here that's going to eat.
So you catch your fish.
Morning.
You don't have to pay to catch the fish, but then they weigh it and you pay for whatever it weighs. And then you can choose how you want it. They can either pack it up for you, fillet it and give it to you to go, or you can have them cook it for you there, or make sashimi or whatever. So you had your
Yeah.
sashimi, and some of it was filleted, and you took that
No,
away.
we've got two fish, Zon one, myself one.
Mm,
So mine was 1.8 something, and Zon was 1.1. Zon was about 100 grams less, so he did two fillets of these.
mm.
I just said sashimi the whole fish. Didn't realize how much sashimi that would be. So we
Yeah.
sashimi the half of the fish down there, and the rest is in my fridge. I'll have the final of
Mm.
my
But that
fish
was
this
quite
morning.
an experience. I would
It was
say
quite
that's something
nice.
good
Yeah,
to do.
it's actually the first time ever in my life. And I know people would say it's canned salmon and I don't know what, it's in a pool, blah, blah, blah. The first time
Whatever.
in my life that I've actually caught a salmon, to be
And it's
quite
still an
frank.
experience.
Still an
Yeah.
experience. I know and I see what they do, what they fight about, and so forth. So we've got our fishing rods in here. The next area that we're going to, there is salmon, so we'll be trying to catch some wild salmon as well. So
Mhm. Okay, so now at the moment we're in Kaura. I can't remember the campsite name.
yes, okay.
It's average, um,
It's not.
very sandy.
Oh, and one thing about the South Island, and different, totally different. It's dry. It's extremely dry down here. I don't
Mm.
know if it's normal. So, excuse me if it's normal, guys. Sorry.
What is this campsite name?
It's like
Oh, there's the
there's
paper.
a pipe. It's gonna fetch quickly pipe. Let me see if I can't get it before her.
Mm.
Paqueta,
Kita Beach Holiday
Paqueta
Park.
Beach Holiday Park. But it's right next to the airport. Now they've got quite a busy airport down here. It's not your commercial airliners and stuff. It's the locals that do the whale watching.
Yeah, you can take a plane to go
Yeah,
watch
so
the
every
whales.
few minutes there's a plane coming
Yeah,
either in or out. Not that noisy. It doesn't really
yeah.
bother me,
Um, Look, the campsite is okay.
but
It's
it's
just very sandy,
and dusty,
very dusty.
extremely
Yeah.
dusty.
But
Actually felt glad last night when I could go for a shower. It was
yes,
I felt
my feet was
dirty.
really. I felt like I played in the sand.
Yeah, and you might think we spoiled city brats, but no,
Yeah.
it was really dirty.
Mm. But last night we had a braai on the
Now we
beach,
had our first braai on the beach last
and
night, the first wood fire braai
yeah,
on the beach.
the
Yeah,
weather was perfect.
perfect, really, really,
No
really good.
wind with
Mm.
the sun setting over the
So,
ocean. It was really beautiful and really
we
special.
had some sheep chops.
Yeah, we had some chops and we
Mm.
made some
And
mini pap and sauce.
I had some like a rump steak,
Mm, pap and
so
sauce.
and millie pap and
There's
some
still some left
sauce.
for breakfast this morning.
Yeah,
Oh, and at this campsite, you can um you can book a bread. So a sourdough bread. So you go book it before 5 o'clock in the
a baked
afternoon,
bread.
and they bake a bread for you, and
Make
then you
it
can
sound good. Book a bread.
book a bread. Yes. And then you can go the next morning. So at 8 o'clock this morning, we can go and get our sourdough bread,
So
and
this
we're
morning we're
gonna
gonna eat book a bread.
book a bread, and we're gonna make a nice breakfast before we leave for Christchurch.
But I just book a bread this morning. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't think we will see you again before Christmas because Christmas
Yeah.
is next week
What she
Monday.
missed this morning because I was on the beach with my cup. I had a beautiful sunrise. It was really absolutely stunning. I'm just something about sunrises that tickle me,
Mm.
tickle my fancy, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. But guys, from our side, I don't think we're going to do a full 30 minutes, though we're nearly there in 30
Yeah,
minutes. So
well,
because you talk so much about book and bread.
yes. So all I want to say is have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah.
And I hope that you're not alone this Christmas. And if you are alone, do something special. Just do something
Mm.
that makes you happy so that you don't just sit and mop all the time. And if you're with family and friends, enjoy it and yeah, make the most of it.
I just also want to say from my side, it's been a long year and I've met heaps of people and we added a lot of clients to our books. And without you guys, nothing would have been possible. So I've got to say from my side, thank you very much to each and everyone who
Mm,
reached out, to each and everyone who became a new client, to even people that stop and say hi. Sometimes I don't get your name. Sometimes they just say hi and go on. They don't introduce
yeah.
themselves. Um,
And it's sometimes it's people that you really don't know them,
yeah.
but they play such a huge role in just your all everyday
Mm.
life, which is really amazing and it's
Oh yeah.
really special.
And then people mean a lot to me. So it's been on my heart to say thank you to everybody. And while I was traveling this country, I've got a lot of time to sit and think because I've got my co-pilot sometimes just does the thing next to me. So
As in Willietjies rol dan gaan my oor toe.
so I've decided,
Mm.
and I haven't really discussed this with you.
No, you haven't.
I know I haven't, so I'm being in the problems again
Yeah.
for next year.
Okay.
Okay, for next year. We can either do it over the December or from September onwards somewhere. I think we should give away a holiday in the
Mm.
South Island, and I think we should give a holiday in the North Island, so that the guys in the North Island won't say I can't go to the South Island or either other way around.
Mm.
So for every area, we will give away a holiday around about September or so. I'll make the final decision on exactly where and how and what. And I think we should do a family thing. It's
Mm.
important for families to go on holiday together.
Okay.
So that'll be next year.
Mm.
Still doing all the planning in my head. But until then, guys, have a brilliant Christmas. Christmas.
Yeah, we'll talk again before New Year.
Yeah, we'll try and see if we can do something on Christmas Day. But it seems like we're going to be out of reach of internet
Yeah,
reach from here on
it
forward.
looks like that.
So
Yes.
for a few days. So once we're back in civilization, we'll tell you all what has happened, where we've been, and so forth. But
Yeah.
we'll see you all before New Year. So please enjoy your Christmas. Have a wonderful time. If you're all alone out there, don't despair. Reach out to somebody else. Even if you don't reach out to somebody else, think that next year you will reach out to
Yeah,
somebody else.
just go and do something that you
Let's
enjoy.
go and do something. Don't sit and mope at the house. Won't do you any good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's hope for warm weather, sunshine,
Ek gaan nou my boekebroodjie haal
boekenbread.
and then we're gonna have a nice breakfast.
What was the oldest chef? Was a chef ad in South Africa? Sonskyn, verandering, or something like that.
No,
Let's hope that for
I
you.
don't know that saying.
Without the chef.
Okay,
All
enjoy
right,
your
guys and girls.
day.
Thanks. I see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.